command line interface. Using that, we can just connect to our tenant, and it will just communicate to that MCP, and we can just deploy as a process. Let this install these packages. Okay. So now we have installed this UiPath MCP package. Then we can create our MCP server. So I'll just pass this command. That is nothing but UiPath Math server. So here you can see it has created the server.py file, which is nothing but our MCP code, our main MCP code, where we can mention our MCP logic as well, like whatever the tools I need to call, or which tools we can expose in UiPath as well. And this MCP.json file, which will having some of the content like the input path to that server, and what are the inputs it's required for to run this MCP. And this py project.toml file is nothing but like the project details once we have published to the orchestrator. So it will just a version like how we used to usually publish our processes in orchestrator, like the same way. So let me show you this JSON file once. Let me show you. So here you can see, so this is my MCP function, where in that I can call the multiple tools. So here you can see mcp.tool. So this is add is my one tool, where I need to pass the two numbers, like the first number and second number. So this way we can even create our own custom coded MCP into the Python, and we can just publish into the orchestrator. So I can show you that as well. So here I have already created one of the MCP where I have created three tools. So here you can see I have just customized the code. So this importing functions and calling the MCP and installing those MCP, those will be the constant. You need to install those packages. Then only you can define your own MCP tool and your tool logic. So here I have created three tools. So one is the get stock price, and another is the calculating the moving average. So I have created these three tools, and I have published into the orchestrator. So I can show you that as well. So next part is we need to create the we need to pass this UiPath init. So it will create the .environment file, which will connect to your orchestrator, which will fetch your tenant ID, your tenant name, and your organization ID. So those will fetch from your orchestrator, and it will connect. So let's see how it works. So let me just pass this UiPath init. Okay. Environment file. Okay, it has created, but okay. Okay, so it has created this .environment file and the JSON file. So next command is UiPath out, which will connect our MCP to our orchestrator. So let me just paste this. Let's see. So it will open in the browser, and here you can see. So select tenant. So I have only one tenant, and so that's why it is by default it will select. If you have the multiple tenants, it will ask like select your tenant, like for 0 default tenant. If I have another tenant, like another tenant, so you just need to select that tenant. So let me show you in the .environment file. So here you can see, so this is my UiPath access token, like previously Darshan has shown, right? Like he has created that PAT tokens and he has put it into the Postman. So this is the UiPath access token. This is the UiPath URL. So it will connect to your orchestrator to initialize and to package your this MCP server. So this is my entire MCP logic. So this is my MCP server, and UiPath JSON file, and the mcp.json file. So these files are needed once we have published as a entire as a NuGet package. So next thing is we will just so here you can see, here you can just add the name and the email ID, that is, and the dependency we need to mention, like the UiPath MCP. This is my package. That package version is 0.0107, and it requires the Python to be installed. So it will run on our orchestrator server. So next command is UiPath pack. So it will create the NuGet package here. Okay, file not found. Will create match server.